You just did my job for me, Rangu.
we can do it. You can take turns.
No, I'm having fucking second.
It's pissing me off today.
Doubts, yeah, for real. For real.
Right. There's a probation in them.
No, I think so, definitely. You're gonna strike one. Consider this your verbal warning. Yeah. Okay. Your public verbal warning. Anyway, gang, welcome back to episode 2 of the Wavio Way. There we go, man. We're working on the jingle, so that'll be coming soon. So I hope you liked the first episode. I hope you got, some notes. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you want to see. Tell us what we did well. Tell us what we didn't do well, so we can constantly improve. This is new to us, so we're learning on the way. So I'm Zulu Abantu. I'm here with
Krids
and
Rangu,
and we're back with a bang. Today we've actually got a special episode. Rangu, as he's mentioned before, is at university and he is doing a project where he's doing a documentary. You know what? Let me say no more. Rangu, what is your project about?
Right, so basically, I'm in my last year at Leeds Conservatoire, and this is my final project. And I've been tasked with doing a collaborative project with somebody who doesn't necessarily do music. I've been looking for videographers for ages, or someone that's.
Sorry guys, that's my phone again.
I've been looking. I've been looking for videographers for ages, trying to either get them, hoping that they're interested to do the project, or to do it at some not like a ridiculous price, because yes, it's.
So who have you interviewed so far?
So I've interviewed Linda Ray, and she's told me all about a company and a production company, and what she thinks of the scene as an R&B and hip hop artist. And I've also interviewed Crux 2D, who's the main man in Shit Show. With his Shit Show's a trio of rappers. There's Crux 2D, Hatred, and Scott Free. And also for them, there's I've forgotten his name. The guy who does the film.
That's not right, good, is it?
Yeah,
that's not right.
That was really brilliant. Yeah. Honestly, that was riveting stuff. Edge of the seat stuff there.
Anyway. No, I've come here.
We're not done.
I've come.
Yeah, let's talk about the real deal. Who's your prize fight box office interview with?
I've come to see the brand new hub in Leeds. Yeah. For hip hop and all things music. Actually.
What? Who are these guys? These flipping mad heads.
Yeah, and they're called.
These guys sound cool.
They're called Wavio Records.
Boom! Here we are. So what you're telling me right now is
I'm having a beer today, guys.
Me too.
Where's my beer?
Listen. We'll get into.
You had a long day.
You made us have a long day, right?
Probation, mate. Remember, strike one.
I'm pretty sure you're not old enough to drink, anyway. So.
Yeah. Anyway, exactly. So what you're telling me, Rangu,
Sure, buddy.
What you're telling me, Rangu, is that the Wavio Way viewers right now get to see an exclusive interview on our expertise. Is that what you're saying? Fucking hell, well...
Listen, bro, you could seem a little bit more excited.
Yeah, you can be listen, mate.
I mean, yes!
Do you know how many people do
absolutely.
How many people deal with us?
Damn straight. Absolutely.
What copycat?
Can we have an...
Not you, bro. Sorry, just...
mate,
we're not drinking on this podcast.
It's been a stressful day.
It's been a stressful week, man.
Yeah.
We filmed this on a Friday, not like a Tuesday morning for you viewers out there. Like, it's okay to drink on a Friday afternoon.
Exactly, yeah, Friday. Every week, every Friday, new episode.
And this is my usual choice of beer, right? Bud Light aren't sponsoring us. I don't know if we're allowed to show this, but it was the only beer in the fridge, man. So, yeah, man, cool.
I've got some knockoff Italian lager, mate. Home bargains, shout out. You know what I'm saying?
Sweet.
Right, so Rangu, tell us about... What does he want to know from us? That was me, mate, don't worry.
No, I've got to turn out. Anyway, the first thing, the most important thing out of everything that we need to know is, what is Wavio Records?
I'll let you do this, bro.
Me? Wavio Records. Well, what is Wavio Records? It's a good question. Krids had a business before. Well, he had an idea before, which is something I can't really go into big detail about. You'll find out in due course. Exactly. Wavio Records started from an idea, as I said last week. I was making a lot of music, and me and Krids, fortunate to bump into each other through a mutual friend. I was working on my album at the time, and Krids makes beats, and we kind of work at the same pace. Obviously, I write really quick. He can make beats in seconds, honestly. And we started making a lot of material, and it didn't take us long to realise that we made a good partnership, and that you know, there's a lot of things we can get done. So we came up with the idea of making a record label. And the main ambition of it is I'm sure Krids is going to tell you a story shortly, that, you know, we want to bring fairness back to the music industry. Artists always get cheated at deals. They're always getting a fraction of what they deserve. Not just because of greed, but also because, you know, artists don't really know the ins and outs of the industry. And, you know, I've got over 10 years in the game, Krids even more. And yeah, we just want to help artists, you know, become the best artists they can be.
That's great.
Very inspiring stuff, that, bro.
Yeah, let's go. Let's stuff facts though, bro.
I enjoyed that a lot.
And where did the idea of forming the record label from the ground up come from?
Do you want to go?
Sorry, bro. What were the questions?
Where did the idea of forming the record label from the ground up begin?
At what point? So, like you just said, I personally will delve into that later on. We're talking about this. Okay.
This could be the bombshell, bro.
All right, cool. So yeah, something I guess could say something I felt like I got cheated out of something that happened to me a couple of years back, and I felt like I didn't get what I deserved out of the situation. And like me and Zoo was talking, we were making good music together, and we thought, yeah, man, we've got the space. Let's create it as more like a hub first. Get artists down. You've seen yourself, people come and go. This place like a very old community club.
Yeah,
for musicians, and then yeah, we were just like, the label is mainly to protect artists and protect our music as well. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's really important. So yeah,
it is very important.
I think another thing I want to add is that, you know, a lot of labels now, it's changed. Before, you know, probably going back 20 years ago, you know, labels were out looking for talent. They were searching for like unknown artists. Whereas now, most record labels, you got to have like a few 100,000 followers. You already got to be established for labels even to look at you. Whereas we're trying to bring that whole artist development back to it, not just finding someone that's popping on Instagram and, you know, capitalising on what they've already got. We actually want to like build things from the ground up.
Yeah. What else do you think makes Wavio Records different from any other label in Leeds?
I think because we've only just started. Like we actually care about the artist, man. We do. Like the people that we're working with at the moment, we haven't put them out yet, have we? Yeah. Because obviously we're doing the groundwork at the moment. But like we care, man. We care. We want to shoot decent music videos through. We want to make sure they've got the best mastering engineers on the music that they're releasing. Because essentially that's their product in it that they're selling, and we need to look after that and help them be the best they can be, I guess. Plus we love it, man. We love it. It's something to work towards. It's music every day, man, and that's a dream, really. Isn't it?
Yeah, man. Both Krids and I, we're ambitious. Do you know what I mean? Like we've got big ambitions. So, you know, I don't want to promise. We're not going to promise every artist the world, but like that is the ambition. The ambition is always to go to as the high as you can go. Do you know what I mean? Not just to like. Do you know what I mean? We're not just looking to get someone booked and make this as a hobby. We're looking for to make real career musicians out of this. You know what I mean?
You won't believe the amount of people who, like, since we released this, people like who we know, I don't know if you've had this, just artists I know, like, yo, sign me. Yeah. But I don't think they understand.
They don't even know what that means.
I think that's all that's doing is fueling their ego, like, yo, I'm signed to a label, no matter how big that label is. But they don't understand the legwork that we've got to do to...
Yeah, I mean, because both of us were both artists, so obviously I know the other side of the script. You gotta, like, all the things you gotta pay for, do you know what I mean? You gotta, like, first of all, you gotta... When you're starting off, you gotta make a partnership with a distribution company like DistroKid or whatever. I mean, yeah, it's only like what £40-50 a year, but that's just the start. That's literally that's to knock on the door. Do you know what I mean? Then you gotta pay for, even before you get to ads, you gotta pay for a beat, or you gotta pay for a producer, you gotta pay for mix and master, you gotta pay for studio time, you gotta pay for marketing and all this stuff. You're doing all this stuff. Really, the game's so complicated now that it's not just about releasing good music. There's so much other things that go along with it, and
like playlisting is a big one.
Or playlisting, doing short form content, and that's just surface level stuff that I've had to learn over a long 10-year period to like kind of craft a way that's, you know, worked for me in a lot of ways. And the reason we want to take on artists is that we can just buy them so much more time. Rather than having to do all the 10 years of hustle that I've done, I can kind of give you like, you know, shed some wisdom, and then on top of that, I'm telling you now, this guy can make any beat in like minutes. And like check out on our socials. We've got short form content where he makes a beat in 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what's different to us, man.
I see that every day. I come here every Friday.
Yeah.
And you know what better way to do it than doing it in this incredible studio that both of you has built.
Well, I've got to give props to Krids. It was mostly
man, we both did it. But yeah, it's good that we've got this place for people to come and utilise. Do you know what I mean? We don't necessarily have to sign you or do anything like that. It's open to the public, really. All ages.
Like what you were saying, that like obviously we haven't officially signed anyone as of yet, but that's just because we want to make sure we're the right fit and they're the right fit. So we're inviting people to come through and to like use it and collaborate with us, because we want to try find someone who we think we can add value to. We're not just gonna pump in resources and time into something that we don't think is truly gonna bang. Do you know what I mean? So come through, man. Just hit us up, man. Hit us on the Instagram. Hit me up. Krids up. Pull up, man. Pull up. We're trying to make magic over here.
Also, we dropped the TikTok today as well, so we appreciate the follow on that, man. Because that's the way to go nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, man. All the short form clips will be on the TikTok, and get our YouTube for the full episode, which you're probably watching right now.
Yeah, man.
How long did building the studio take you, and what was the most difficult part of it?
You mean like the construction part?
Yeah.
It didn't take me that long, did it?
Nah.
Couple of weeks. Obviously, I was doing it in between jobs and stuff like that when I had a couple of hours free. I'd say just a couple of weeks, maybe. To be fair, a couple of weeks. I think the vocal move was the hardest.
Yeah. I think obviously it's just like I think most of the time was just spent on like waiting on materials or whatever.
Oh yeah, man.
If you ordered things or, do you know what I mean? It was. But I've got to give props to Krids. He made it look easy, man. If I'm honest. Mm-hmm. So that's the reason why we're like a good team, because like.
You sit on your ass and I do autographs.
Nah, but like, I'm not gonna. I think when I first met you, Rangu, I was kind of had a bit of like a flaky. I was a kind of flaky and some things. I'd have these big ideas, but the next day, do you know what I mean? I ain't really acted on them. Whereas when I say something to Krids, he's just like, "Oh yes," I was like, "Oh, bro, should we make a record label?" And it's like, "What? Record label? All right, cool, yeah." Oh, by the way, I've got we can do this and we can do that, and he builds it up in no time. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really think we've had any. The only challenge, what challenge did you say you've had? Because things have been 6 months ago, none of this existed. Do you know what I mean? We didn't have the idea of it.
I think the main challenge is that there's not enough hours in day for what
we do. For real.
Seriously, man, it's everything you see, the content and stuff, and like not just Wavio, but like me aside, I've got a business. I work on cars, man. Like that's like my number one income. Do you know what I mean? Music don't pay as well as it used to do for me when I was DJing and that, but. So I have to look after number one, so it's finding time to dedicate to Wavio.
Yeah.
But we're doing it, man. We're setting time aside now every week, so like it's the vision we believe in. So.
Yeah, that's great. I've got a question directed at you, Krids. So as a DJ, you've come from like a sort of house music background, would you say? And have you seen a connection between house music and rappers and R&B artists, or has it mostly been separate?
Like I said on like episode 1, I think I was never brought up around locally in my city around rappers. It was more MCs, which there's obviously slight difference. So I've always like been around MCs who are spitting on like an organ bass liney beat, like a Yorkshire sounding beat. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So what's the difference, would you say, between like MC or like a
I think a rapper's more of an artist than an MC. An MC could be an MC. I think back in the day, an MC was more someone who jumped like a hype man. Like a hype man on a DJ set, and you still get that now. Whereas a rapper is like a full blown artist.
But an MC just like to get the crowd pumped. It's literally just their job.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think. What was interesting, the other week you had Elena Myron for a session, who's an incredibly talented singer coming from like a sort of a neo soul background.
She's coming tonight, man.
She's coming tonight as well, yeah.
Got session 2, man. We're cooking up something.
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, good, man. Good. It's nice to get a singer into here. She's actually been the first singer to record in the Wavio booth.
Actually, no, I was the first singer to record in the Wavio booth.
Alright, well, you don't count, alright? And it ain't all about you. Yeah.
And I just think collaborating with artists who wouldn't usually sing on like a house track and combining different styles gives like so much more variety to a lot of the sounds you hear in the scene, like in Leeds. Or...
Yeah, well, with Elena, she does more jazz, soul, like that's her thing.
Yeah.
So for her to come in and like give her a beat that she's unfamiliar with, and how she took to the beat, man, how she took
she
to
never
it.
shies away from a challenge, though, man.
Nah. She came in, she got into the booth first with no lyrics and just started like throwing out melodies and stuff, and then the words kind of came to her later on.
I got to shout out Krids though, man, because that was one of the things that when I first worked with him, I never really had a producer that, you know, he pushes you to your limits. Do you know what I mean? He'll really like. You know, so many times I was used to, like, if I heard a beat that I didn't like, oh, nah, put a next one. He'll go, nah, bro, just listen to this beat, just do this, or just try that. And then before you know it, you're doing things you didn't even know you could do before, do you know what I mean? So I'm sure Elena will.
This guy didn't sing when I first met him.
Barely, to be fair, barely. I was, back in the day, I always kind of thought it was a bit fruity, if I'm honest. I thought, like, I've got to be a bad man spitting bars and all this, but, you know, as I got older, I realised that melodies are the way forward, man.
It is, man.
Melodies are the way forward.
It is.
It's much, very, very much appreciated by sort of musicians, and
For real. I think it's more universal as well.
Yeah, even like the older generations, they appreciate.
100%. And even like one thing I've learned is that if you've got some catchy melodies, it don't matter what language you speak. People are gonna vibe with it, even if you can't speak the language.
100%.
Definitely. But the thing for Lane, I think, you know, having a soul singer for a session and with the intention of singing on the house track rather than, you know, a lot of house tracks. I'm sure you've sampled a lot of vocal samples that probably would have come from you know, soul songs and you know, where the artist obviously hasn't planned to sing on a house track. It makes it way more interesting, but gives both the producer and artist a lot more creative freedom.
It does. It 100% does. 100%.
Yeah, and then I've got a question directly to you, Zulu.
Yep.
As an artist, what do you think are the main challenges that hip hop artists face in Leeds?
Ooh, that's a good one, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know, maybe it's just me individually. I feel like it's kind of hard to get into that crowd. I feel like it's a very like close-knit circle, I think, because like it's also not very accessible. If you first come to Leeds and you ain't from around here, you don't just find it. You can't just ask someone, yo, where's the nearest hip hop night out? It's just not a thing like that. You have to really like kind of, it's almost like an exclusive thing. You gotta know someone to know someone. Like
Definitely.
100%. Like, that was the one main thing. And even the things that are available, I mean, I get it. I feel like Manchester and London are probably the cities to go to if you actually want to find something that's popping. Usually it's just like really small events, I think.
Yeah.
And that was another reason why I was so inspired to make Wavio Records, because you can't try join a wave or wait for a wave to come. Sometimes you got to start yourself. Do you know what I mean?
It's like what I said last week, man. When I first started getting booked in Leeds, I got booked in Leeds because I set my own brand.
Yeah. It's facts. You just got to start.
You got to make people interested.
Yeah.
And no matter how you get there, it's always done.
I think it was like the actor Daniel Kaluuya. He said that it's like you can't. There was no wave to join, so we just made our own.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I
And
love that though, man. I love that.
It's facts though. It's facts, and like honestly, yeah. People didn't. I lived here for almost 4 years now, and admittedly, I was, you know, the first couple of years I was wasting my time, but I was maybe drinking a bit too much and all that. But clearly, no one was really taking me serious. I was doing MCing and that, but obviously once I started doing like Wavio, it was like overnight. Like, you know, we've done things. We put a show on in Manchester, and you know, now we built this up. It's like instantly.
Remember the first time you met me and you were like, when we were introduced, and I was like, yeah, I'm a producer. He went away and I was like, this guy's a producer.
You know, you hear it all the time, man. Like, I'm a producer, and you're like, yeah, cool, man, sure you are. And then it came out the next day. My man's fitted a fucking vocal booth upstairs, and it's like, yeah, man, I made a couple beats as well. Obviously, that's when I knew Krids was obviously the guy. But yeah, man, challenges wise, bro.
Yeah.
Things, yeah, you gotta be willing to like build forge your own path. Do you know what I mean? Not just like look for someone else doing something.
Definitely, when there's a lack.
And also be prepared for people not to give a fuck when you do shit, bro. Because I think it is a bit of a toxic environment. Like, you know, most of the people who are going to these events are also performers. Do you know what I'm saying? So people in the crowds,
judgmental.
Yeah. So like, let's just say you're like I'm doing a show. Like I want to do like a show that's going to be primarily rap hip hop. Everyone in the crowd, you know, I reckon over 50% of them are also rappers and singers. And I feel like I feel anyway, there's a bit of a toxic environment in the sense that, like, you know, everyone wants to be front stage.
Mm. That's interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think? I want to talk about the opportunities that Wavio was plan to bring to artists? Like, is there like mentorship involved or?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Otherwise, what's the point in signing them?
Yeah, no, but
That's what it's about.
Like I said, I can't stress enough that like obviously we like the first person we sign is gonna be like that's gonna be how people see us. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about we want to find someone who's popping. We want to find because there's been so many acts who we think are very talented. We can't approach them because collectively we don't have the expertise to push them where we think. So, I mean, we're looking for an artist that is willing to learn, B like on the same wavelength as us, and we can they've got like a product that we can actually do something with. Do you know what I mean? And those are the two reasons. So mentorship will be there, but obviously it's just about finding that right artist.
It's me and him are very two different roles. So like in terms of content, like he's unbelievable with that sort of stuff. So like he has an eye for that stuff. So like he can help with the music videos, the short form content. Whereas with me, it's very important for me that any music signed to Wavio is off the freaking chart, man. Yeah. And ideally, I'd like to produce the beats for all these artists. Now that I don't need to, but I certainly have some sort of say on.
Oh yeah, 100%.
On what gets signed and what doesn't, because it's not about like for us. It's about signing somebody who's actually talented.
Yeah.
Who is actually
could
talented.
be raw talent. Do you know what I mean? It's not. We're not looking for like a finished product. It's like we have to be able to. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is exactly we're looking for, and it's not even a defining genre. Do you know what I mean? It's just like if I see someone who I think, Krids can make this sort of beat, I can make them look this type of way.
And that they deserve, man. They deserve for us to put effort into them being seen. Yeah. I think that's what it's about. I feel like labels aren't like that anymore, man. They're not.
But also another thing is that I'm sure both of you have experienced this, that quite a lot of artists, have a reputation for being lazy, do you know what I mean? Flaky, prioritizing other things, not wanting to be in a studio every day or whatever days you need to do or stay until the song's finished. So there's that as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not just a case of she's got a good voice, let's get her in the studio and sign her and give her a 2-year deal and put fucking 40 hours a week into this artist and make sure that she's gonna blow on the premise that one day she's gonna get X amount of views and X amount of streams. Do you know what I mean? It's more about, do you know what I mean? It's a big commitment. Do you know what I mean? A huge commitment.
I think a lot of times hard work does beat talent.
100%. If you're 100%, if someone's like a young artist and they're really talented, but then there's somebody but they're not willing to put their hours in, you're not going to get better. Do you know what I mean? I've single-handedly seen it where when I was younger, there was so many people, especially in my hometown or where I've been, who I would look up to and think they're better than me. But now I've grafted it. I've kept doing it, whereas they kind of took their foot off the gas because they had that talent, but. If you don't harness it and perfect it, just gets it's like anything, bro. It's like a muscle, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. Where do both of you see the scene heading right now? Are there any new trends or subgenres appearing out of nowhere? You think?
Me and Grid's gonna have different tastes of music, but
we have got very different tastes of music.
Yeah.
We were talking about this because I think ideally, I'm always looking at property for that could be a club or that could be a live music venue. I'm always looking, and I just think if we were to ever get a space, that it couldn't be a nightclub. Yeah. It would have to be a live music venue because one day it'd have a stage and the next day it'd have a frigging DJ moving. Do you know what I mean?
It's got to be versatile.
The stage would have to be on wheels, man. So do you know what I mean? So my phone rings. Sorry guys.
That's alright, we can just cut out.
We can't really answer that because it's just very.
What, repeat the question again, bro.
Do you think there are any new trends or subgenres coming out of?
Subgenres, I guess if we're looking at the hip hop world, I guess what's that new thing? To be honest, music passes so fucking quick because I feel like that sexy drill that came out. Yeah.
Oh, the sort of.
That came out. But I feel like it's already passed.
Central C.
Yeah. That sound was it came.
I can't do with that stuff, man.
Hey, bro, but the fact is, that shit's popping, bro. Central C is probably Central C is probably. Would you say Rangu? I'd probably say Central C is probably top 5 hottest artists in the world right now.
World.
I'd say so.
As in like in the
like hot, like right now, like right, or maybe
like
maybe
chorus,
maybe since that album it's kind of dipped off. But
no,
he's still popping. He's fucking popping, bro.
Yeah, like all like.
Yeah, but I get it. Yeah, but like, bro, how many other than Adele and Ed Sheeran, how many fucking UK artists can you ever say has been top 5 artists in the fucking world?
Especially in America, like.
Yeah, Americans are on that shit, bro.
They don't usually listen to UK rap, but Central C is what they listen.
I don't get it honestly, yeah, and I think you touched on it last week, yeah. I think now it ain't even about fucking a new. I think his whole thing is image, bro. Do you know what I mean? So many of these artists now, it's image because. Well, you don't. People don't really go on YouTube no more. Everyone's on social media. Everyone's on like TikTok or whatever, just watching short clips and hearing little snippets of the music. That's not even a new thing, but I know it's still going on, and I fucking hate it because people don't even really listen to music, watch music videos no more, or do you know what I mean? Music's just a background thing, and like it's just like what's trending on TikTok or what sounds catchy. Like that fucking. I don't even want to cuss her out, but that anxiety chick. Doechii, yeah, like. Do you know what I mean? I probably, yeah, for me, I really, like, hate, like, all of the songs. But it's not because, now hear me out, I know there's a lot of girls are going to be onto me, yeah, but it's because I wasn't given the chance to, like, find out for myself. Every time I go on shorts, it's just shoved in my fucking face. Do you know what I mean? Like, shoved down my throat to the point where, like, do you know what I mean? If I heard any song like that, I would have got pissed off, do you know what I mean? And that's one of the, that's not even a recent thing, but that is a musician that I fucking hate. That, like, music now, like, TikTok is where people make music for TikTok.
Yeah, literally.
Do you know what I mean? They make it to go. Not even to make a tune. They make it so it pops up on TikTok.
Yeah. But like in terms of leads, though, like what do you think is the lead sound?
Lead sound.
Or is there a few lead sounds, or is there just one main one? Or
Leeds is a big city, man. There's a lot going on. I always thought the lead sound or like house music, dance music.
I don't think that. I think that's time's gone.
But yeah, well, it has gone.
It's drum. I think if you're talking about like what's the leading genre, definitely without question, drum and bass. Without question, yeah, 100%.
It's nice to know it's still electronic, though.
Yeah, I think it always will be because there's fucking the type of people like what people think. Like even before I ever came to Leeds, I knew Leeds was just like a party city. Like people talk about going on stag do's and shit. Then, do you know what I mean? Because it's a place where people go to.
It's a good city, man.
Yeah. But to be fair, like I feel like. I could be mistaken here, but I feel like the surrounding areas of Leeds, like the Huddersfield and Halifax, they all like donk and shit like that. All that, like all that. It's for me. I think it's like it's prop. Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Donk music, it's terrible, man.
I could.
Do you know what I mean? Do you even know what donk is?
Yeah, Zulu was describing it to me.
It's fucking awful, bro.
Yeah. Basically, it's just the riff on donk music is just, it skips the kick. So kick, donk, that's it. Throughout every tune.
I switched the camera to Rangu's face.
Have you ever heard put a donk on it?
Oh, is this the put that?
But the thing is, yeah, we can't, yeah. So put it on, but we'll have to mute it because otherwise we'll get copyrighted straight away.
Oh, what's the
Put a donk on it.
But what's your favourite donk tune?
Put a donk on it, bro.
I couldn't even tell you.
Put a donk on it.
How do you even spell it? D-O-N-K.
Bro, well done, mate. Fucking hell, Rangu. University, that $9,000 a year is paying off.
I've never heard of this before. It could be with a C.
Can I just say, right? Are we still doing your uni thing?
Are we still?
No, listen.
Because I ain't cracked no jokes yet. Yeah.
Hey, but
and all I'm doing is looking at this frigging tripod that he's got. Like it looks like he's got from a Christmas cracker. Right, but I don't know if I'm allowed to rip him yet.
We should get a shot of it.
I got fucking deep into that interview, but I was really enjoying that. Are we still on questions?
I mean, you're looking like, oh, I don't want to do this shit anymore. But listen,
I'll be honest.
Listen.
I don't.
I'm joking, man. There's a few. I'll cut out the bits that I'll put in, and you know what I mean.
Bro, whoever's watching now is fucking pumped for Wavio.
No, because
after them answers we gave.
Because it's only meant to be like 10 to 12 minutes anyway.
How long are we going now?
Like half an hour, and I did an hour with Crooks.
I know you did. I was sat down here waiting for you to hurry up.
I'll
be 15 minutes. I'll be 15 minutes. So what we're delving into now? Are we done?
Let me play the donk music first.
Let's hear the donk music.
Let's play this donk.
Let's hear the donk music. And you're gonna tell us afterwards. Before you play it, Rangu, you're gonna tell us afterwards. In fact, what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a donk beat so we can show. Instead of playing this song right now, we're gonna play your donk beat so we don't get copyrighted. Yeah. Fancy. Can you do that afterwards? Before Friday.
Alright.
There we go. Right, we're making donk. So this This is a donk beat right now that I'm about to play, and Krids is going to tell us what sort of places you listen to this music. Alright, here's the music.
Sorry, there's an ad. Oh, here we go.
I hate you.
Extreme state of euphoria.
Is this
It's called Ket Donk.
I've been session up listening to this tune. This ain't donk, bro. I don't think.
Is it that?
Yeah, I've been twisted to this tune loads of times. Fucking date list.
Oh, I've been in some horrible places listening to this music, bro. You like this?
No, do a fuck.
It's awful, isn't it? Imagine listening to this for an hour. Thank you for that, bro.
You've got to be in some sort of way. Some sort of way
That was the sort of shit I'd listen to like a 7-year-old birthday party. You know, when we were little kids and I was dancing together. So tell me, Krids, what sort of place would you listen to that sort of music?
Nah, to be fair, that's never been in Leeds really.
I did, but there are donk.
Do you know where a donk place is? It's I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
There's a donk place.
What?
So I just seen the thing. It's called Donk/Hardcore/Scouse House.
Yeah.
Alright, put it on. Right, I won't put it on.
Scouse
House. Let's hear this.
Hear your voice when you speak next to me. You don't know this song? Your touch in mine. Every time we touch by Cascada, is it Cascada?
Alright, this one's kind of fun.
And I don't know why. Without you in time to survive. Cause every time we touch,
Alright, this is alright.
Oh, we like it now. We like that music.
Do you like this one, Rangu?
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. But then
have you heard this vocal before?
Yeah.
It's
what?
I feel like
Listen.
Whoa.
I got brought up on like
I feel like
90s, like flippin' full 90s trance and stuff like that, mate. Like that is, mate. Even though I was born then, yeah, that's in my roots. That's in my roots, is music like that.
I do feel like I've heard it somewhere, but it's not like I knew where it would come from. You know?
That's poor. You're digging it. You're
poor.
digging it deeper, bro.
What do you mean?
Right, I've got a question to us actually. It's going back to your project, right?
Alright.
Topic now is Rangu Band. Can we get Rangu's face on the screen, please? Okay, brilliant.
I really hope that works.
It does.
Just put some other shit on there.
Oh, we get Rangu Band.
Alright.
This is a topic that Krids is very passionate about. This is gonna
Can
be
I
back
just
and
say,
forth.
like on this paper, yeah, like Zulu's Bible, yeah. We never know what he's going to ask us. Seriously.
I need to get some of these in a bit, but yeah, you can.
Oh, we'll do this one first,
Yeah,
and then
do
this is
that
going to be brilliant. Come back to your
It's all
project.
about him, innit?
It is all about him. It is. This one is. This is something you're very passionate about.
I'm nervous, man.
And this is going to be debate time because
Oh.
this is right and left. This is red versus
I've
blue.
had my beer, I'm ready.
This is black versus white. Oh wait, that one.
Can I be red?
No, maybe not that one. Yeah,
You're
you're red.
yellow.
You gotta get him back, bro. You gotta get him back. You gotta get him back, bro. You gotta get him back.
There's a TikTok short there.
I'm only half yellow, so it's alright.
Alright.
Oh, I love it, man.
Alright. So,
Red and yellow. The new Liverpool kit's got yellow on it.
Van Dijk just signed a new contract, so didn't he?
Yeah.
Right. So, university for musicians. Do we need it or not?
Yes. Oh,
No, you don't need it.
Why, boys? Tell us. Krids, why don't you need it?
Because I learned to play guitar myself and on YouTube videos. I didn't have to get into debt to go learn it.
Okay.
And you learned piano before you even went to uni.
I did, to be fair. I did.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm not. I think it depends what you want to do with the music, and I think for certain genres, or probably for most genres actually, I think there's the sense that, you know, what if people are coming from like sort of, I don't know, do you have real, you know, from small towns, for example, and they might be, let's say they play the piano, like they might be the only pianist in that town.
It's true.
And if they want to play with other musicians, like where are they going to go? Like I think uni is really good for having a community.
Was
of,
it like that at
like-minded-
Southport? Is Southport small? Where you're from?
Yeah, South. I mean,
So
it's
was
full
you,
of, like,
was you and your brother the only
retired people.
pianists? The only pianists?
The only penis.
Oh, great.
You and your brother the only penises.
I knew that was going to come at some point. That was going to come. Everybody said that.
But were you? Was it like that in Southport? Because I do get what you mean. But
it was a bit. I mean, no, there was like another girl and their brother played the piano that we knew, and I think in my brother's age. What?
Do you know what I think?
I said fuck them, they're not Rangu.
Yeah, they ain't Rangu, man. They ain't fucking
but also,
you know?
no, but also I did go to a specialist music school for 5 years.
In Manning, wasn't it?
In Manchester, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Cheetham School of Music. Shout out to Cheetham School of
Damn,
Music.
shout out to school.
They
Fuck my
forged
school.
what? They forged my classical technique and my checkers.
Sick, man.
They did something with you. I don't know.
So
Yeah, they did do something else as well. I'm traumatised from certain experiences.
so
That's for another day.
Sorry, this beer's got me kind of buzzed. Did we talk about
I
why?
remember my first beer.
Why did you? So you think, you want to be a musician? Right, for example, me. Yeah, I went to uni for music. Passed. Got a 2-1.
You got into uni.
That's good.
Why are you surprised?
Well, I'm not surprised. I'm just saying the two. No, because you said
That sounded very
you,
sarcastic.
no, because you were like I passed, but like you said you got a 2-1, and that's really good. I'm aiming to get a 2-1.
I passed maths in
I'm
my
good.
GCSEs.
Can tell. Right, so. I fucking wonderful dude. Right, you fucking truck it out. Right, listen.
Hey, partner.
So do you think someone like me, you both know me quite well, do you think a person like me, did I need to go to uni to get where I am right now?
No.
Do you think if I would have just spent the time elsewhere, not at uni?
Not doing what you do.
I
You
suppose.
can chat utter shit to anybody.
No, but I
You
suppose
could
it.
put this guy in middle of nowhere and he'd make friends.
That's true.
Right.
I mean, they put me in Leeds, made friends.
No,
Two
but,
pretty good friends right
like
there.
you have a lot of knowledge about music, like history and I suppose it maybe forced you in the way to do some research about classic albums. Like for example, you looked at the Dr. Dre album, The Chronic, for your dissertation.
I did. You remember that?
And yeah,
I'm showing you that.
You need to show me that at some point.
Okay.
Hey, maybe the next one we can bring it up on air.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Well, you can show me though.
So do you think I needed to go to uni to where I am right now?
No.
Thing is,
I feel like it helped. It helped, but
yeah.
You
Things with you, Krids, though, yeah. It's like not a lot of people are like you. This guy, he's literally fucking Bob the Builder. Something he's doing, he does it. If he wants to do something, he literally does it. If he has to learn something, he'll just watch a YouTube tutorial and then just do it himself.
That's my.
And not everyone is built like that. Like, if I would have had just at uni, I had to not gonna lie, I didn't do something.
Uni didn't interest me whatsoever.
It is a bit of a vibe though, blood, because I wanted to get out of my
But
town.
I'd have gone for the wrong reasons. I'd have gone to party, man.
So did I, but I could just get by. Like what he said, yeah. Like, I think going back to when you said about you're living in a small town and there's not a lot of people that make music. There's not a lot of places to go. There's not a lot of people to collaborate with. For me, yeah, in my hometown, I quickly realised, yeah, I was more of a grime MC then. But the people that were around me, the pinnacle was a few steps away. Do you know what I mean? All I had to do was be around for a year, and I'd probably be one of the best rappers there. Do you know what I mean? Whereas you come to other cities, and
You gotta start again.
yeah, bro, and there's the pinnacle's a lot further away. So there's you got aspirations to get somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if you're in a small town, bro, and the best rappers, I'm a 40-year-old guy that's just been doing it in his mum's basement.
You're just a
for
small, big fish.
Literally, blood, for real, fam, for real.
I always felt that when I was in before
There's
went to
bro.
music school or uni. I was one of the only people who did it, and I'd say I was probably one of the best in the area that was doing music. And,
There's no ambition. There's nothing to.
Yeah, there's nowhere to grow because
for real.
You're sort of the
You've
best
been around here, so I feel like there's the whole world, and it sounds like when you was growing up, that was the peak of or maybe not the peak, but up there.
I think it was a bit.
Nah, but you gotta look at the 90s and that would have been popping for house Leeds.
Yeah, probably.
But anyway, so for you there was oh, he's doing it, or they're doing this or whatever. Do you know what I mean? There was that motivation. I had to leave my town to find that there was a fucking world of music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a long, that was another thing. Living in small towns, for so fucking long, I was so just want to be the best in my town. I want to be the best in my town. It's such a fucking you realise that there's so much more to the world than.
I forget that you boys aren't from a main city.
Yeah.
It's just it's that second nature to me.
Yeah.
All the traffic and that. Do you have traffic at home?
Telford, nah.
Yeah, mate, there's traffic everywhere in Leeds.
Fucking Telford.
Sick of it, mate.
Bro, Leeds is the first city I've ever lived in. I've like moved around so much, but I've always lived in a town. And Telford was probably the biggest. Actually, I tell you that I lived in the capital city, Botswana, but I was too young then.
Botswana?
Yeah.
Were you biggest rapper there then?
I was only 6 then, but yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Chilling out grind beats.
I just didn't know. I just didn't know it back then. Yeah.
I think the other thing is.
I'm just thinking of how much different my life would have been if I stuck around in Botswana. If I'd have still been.
I'd have been happy.
Wow, hurt my feelings, man. Wow. What were you gonna say, Rangu?
No, I was just saying. I think a lot of people. Well, I think now we tend to.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
We tend to forget that YouTube's not been around forever and like maybe.
Bro, YouTube's been around your whole existence, bro.
Yeah, no. But I just wanted.
It literally has.
No, I know, but I just wanted to. No, I was born before YouTube.
YouTube literally has been around forever.
Bro, do you know what a library is?
When did YouTube? Yeah.
You know what a library is?
YouTube is older than you are.
You used to have to go to a library to read books.
2005, wasn't it? When are you?
2003.
You fucking
2005, yeah. Oh,
you're younger than my little sister. My little sister was 2000.
Why you put Rangu on?
Do you want chinning?
Rangu, what's wrong with Rangu? He's a good lad.
You're not though.
I'm not. I said why did you put Rangu on?
Nah.
Well,
Sorry, I tried to sort you out there, Rangu.
She's so good for everyone.
I've got my own options, so I'm.
Should we delve into that?
No, please no. You tried to delve into it last time.
You don't really want to go out with a
No! What are you talking about? You're not sure.
No.
No, I don't want to go off what?
I'm just saying you don't want to go out with a family member of mine because he knows what I'm like.
Oh, imagine you to be.
But I like you, Krids.
Oh, he's trying to worm his way in now.
I like you too, bro. I like you too.
That's fine.
Okay.
Alright, swiftly move on because Rangu's got a big dating history, man. It'll take ages to get through it.
Rangu's a fucking stone cold player, bro.
He is. Dirty dog.
You are, innit, Rangu?
Yeah, both.
Rangu's got that jungle fever.
Have you ever had a beard yet, or do you shave?
He shaves every day.
Have you got a beard? Can you grow a beard?
It's to be fair, it's not much. It's just listen, I can go like this bit here, and I've got a muzzy, but that's about it.
So like a little goatee type shit.
It doesn't connect, so it's not a goatee.
Oh, so it's just a mustache and a bit of bum fluff.
No, but like, I think it's not bum fluff.
Nah, but you got one of them faces that suits for having a beard. Do you know what I mean?
Did you think?
Ladies, I want to know in the comments. Do you prefer a man with a beard or without a beard?
Listen, I'm planning like what I'm gonna do it gradually. Like when I'm 25 to 30, I'll grow my muzzy out, and then when I'm 30, I'll go this bit. Yeah. It's just shorter.
Muzzy.
Have you ever seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Do you know the Master?
Splinter. You don't tell me you're gonna call him Splinter.
When he said I could get a goatee, I just imagined it.
Should we get that off?
The Chinese, the Chinese I sent.
I need to see this.
Get out! We'll put it up here.
Yeah,
it's up
I
here.
want to see it here.
You can see it right there, bro.
I don't know why that came to my mind. It looks nothing like him. It looks nothing like him, bro.
Well, it's ruined it, right?
Alright.
On that terrible disappointment, it's time to continue. So anyway, yeah. So like when I would like to grow a full beard out, like when I'm.
And I would like to fly. So, it's two things that aren't happening.
There you go.
Right. I've got a question. We had this idea last week, yeah, and I kind of developed it because that's what I do. I made it better. I want you boys. We'll start with you, Rangu. Is there a track of the week for you? Doesn't necessarily have to be new, old, but a track that you've listened to quite frequently since we last been here.
Don't on me, bro. That's my bad.
You doing what?
Carry on.
A track that I've listened to recently.
Yeah, and why?
It's from really talented artist from Leeds.
Oh.
And I've bumped into him a few times. His name is Zulu Abantu, and the
Again
track,
with the arse kissing.
No, I'm taking it. Right, it's what
the
song
track
is
is
it?
called "Keep Me on Your Mind."
Bang!
I helped him record the song.
Jeez.
Couple.
This was I didn't
months
put
ago.
this on, by the way, guys. I didn't put this on. This is
November, and and my mate Tom Priestley. Priest is what we all call him.
Yeah.
The myth.
Mixed and mastered the tune, and he did absolute bits of it, and it sounds amazing. You should listen to it right now.
Yeah, you definitely should. Should we, before we go to Krids' track of the week, there is a fourth member of Wavio. We are going to be introducing him soon, in the same style we did to Rangu. His name is, as you said, Thomas Priestley, or as we like to call him, Priest. He is one of the producers for Wavio Records. But yeah, there'll be a video on him or something. But make sure you follow us to find out what it is. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to it. Krids, what would you say your track of the week has been, and why has it been your track of the week? And why is it Keep Me On Your Mind by Zulu Abantu? Joking, carry on.
Honestly, do you know what song I was listening to in the gym this morning?
Which one?
Because I was rocking out to AC/DC yesterday morning, because that shit gets me pumped. But Hate It or Love It by 50 Cent.
Oh, classic.
Classic. Dogs on top. And I won't shine and make
That's in my playlist as well.
Do you know the funny thing
That's MVP.
Do you know the
I'm
fucked up
going
thing is-
nowhere because you can get to know me. That one.
about that track? Do you know the funny thing about that track is though? Is that it's not even 50 Cent's tunes, it's the games.
Yeah, the game, The game. Can I just say, the game, right?
Oh.
He's the only rapper who just mentions everybody in his tunes, right? I'm pretty sure he's got dogs that are called Pac and
He
Biggie,
does.
Yeah,
right?
Me and Rangu are actually fans of the game.
I love the game.
We love the game.
Alright, well you go out for dinner for it with him, pal, if you want. You build the game up and be like, look mate, Christian's not coming. Krids ain't coming. Just give him my
I know, but I think it's early. I think
Why don't you
it's
come in?
Nah, he don't interest me, don't get the game, man. He hates some people, man. He hated on Eminem once.
Yeah,
that's what it is. There we go. That's what it is.
Oh, that's right.
So he's dead to me,
So
man.
you can have dinner with Eminem then. You have dinner with Eminem.
Yeah, me go.
But wait, you like Machine
Go
Gun Kelly?
Listen. Reese, right.
Oh.
So, listen. Machine Gun Kelly, yeah. I love his punk rock stuff when he's singing and stuff.
Oh, you
yeah.
do?
Yeah. I'm into that, man. I grew up with like Blink-182 stuff like that, but when he's singing,
likes.
he's really good. Yeah. You what?
No, my brother likes it as well. Actually, to be
joking,
fair. No,
I'm
my
joking.
brother
What
likes
did you
it.
I said his music that no one else likes.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I'm
Are you
joking.
so uneducated?
I mean, it's alright.
It's
I
alright.
don't know how autistic was that,
No, it's.
Listen.
Don't say it's awesome. You've seen the video as well.
I have no
No.
idea what he's on about.
He
Listen
doesn't
to me,
see
right?
under a rock.
You don't understand how many people.
I know, no,
Blink
people fuck with it.
Some
People fuck with it.
thought Avril Lavigne. I'm in love with Avril Lavigne, and I always have been. Right, so shout out Avril Lavigne. I'm here if you want me.
Yeah.
Right. But I've lost my train of thought now.
So your tune of the week was
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
Hate It or Love It.
hate it, love it. Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah. It is a banger, man. It is a banger. Oh, Machine Gun Kelly. That's what I was saying. I don't like his rap stuff, man. I know he can rap.
I think I'm not gonna lie. I'm in the minority here, but I think his rap devil was fucking hard, bro. When he said for Eminem.
It was, but people only send for Eminem to be relevant.
But how did that whole? Do you know how that whole beat started? I don't know how that whole beat started. Wasn't it like he was chatting to his daughter or some shit?
Yeah, he tweeted something a bit.
Didn't Eminem start the beef?
Nah. Haley, his daughter, has a podcast and she literally says people send diss tracks to
No,
my
but
dad
I'm
to
confident.
just to kickstart their.
No, but
my
I'm-
dad is so legendary that people send for my dad to become relevant. You do something like that.
When are you going on a fucking date with Eminem?
I said that.
Did you?
I would
You
do if
need
you
to-
two won't be invited. Do you know what? I'd go to Mr. Sue's.
Would
as
you
well.
would you rather get, would you rather get $500,000 or a dinner with Eminem?
Oh, $500,000 obviously. Don't be
Nah,
daft.
he's lying. He's taking that dinner, bro.
Nah, bro. Of course
You're wearing a
not.
dress and
No,
everything, bro.
nah, listen.
You're
I
saying
like
the
you
dinner
two
goes
when
to
you go out
Mr.
for your
Sue's.
dates to Mr. Sue and I'm not invited.
No, I try and invite you, but you
Always
always
invite
like.
Do you know why I don't come out for food with you, Rangu? Because you take 3 weeks to finish a bowl of broth, man.
I've got a problem.
Oh,
Don't do that to me. Don't make me feel bad, bro.
Bro, why are you
Yeah.
picking on him? You know he's got a problem.
Right, we're not discussing my problem.
No, we're not having a problem. Right, Rangu, was there any more questions you wanted to ask
no,
this interview?
actually, well, I'll get back to that in a bit. I just wanted to, I wanted to expand on. You were talking about how "Hate or Love It" is the game's tune.
Mhm.
Oh, is that like?
Yeah, have you got a point to that?
No, I was just like.
Yeah, we were
like,
talking about that, right?
No, I was just like, was there anything else?
I
To
don't
do
think
with-
so, Rangu. I think we're moving on from that.
Right, we're moving on. Right, enough of that.
Let me go, Rangu, yeah? Let me do that.
Yeah, let him
Can I
talk,
just,
man.
no. I just want to know. have you felt? I think we touched on it a little bit, but have you felt the Leeds scene like ripple out to other cities, or even beyond the UK?
Have you felt Leeds what?
Have you felt the Leeds scene like ripple out to other cities?
Do you mean like is Leeds known in other cities?
No, like the sound from Leeds.
I think I'm not gonna lie. I think Leeds takes a lot from Manny.
You think?
I think the only thing that Leeds has a defining genre in right now, currently, is drum and bass. I think people take Leeds as drum and bass sound, but I think in terms of the R&B, the jazz, Leeds just kind of. I don't know. I think it's more accessible than Manny, and obviously Manny's so close. I think I was talking about this the other day that when like, oh yeah, we're talking about putting one of our shows in Leeds, and we said the problem with Leeds is, if there was like a show on in Leeds, ain't no one flocking from Manny to come to it. But if there's a show in Manny, people are flocking from Leeds to go to Manny. Do you know what I'm gonna say? Manny is just seen as this big, grand, better place. The only people that come to Leeds are like neighbouring towns in it, Wakefield and Doncaster and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't really attract no one else for the music scene. I think anyway.
Yeah.
I think for the live scene, it's definitely Manny, bro. Manny just dominates.
It's a big city, innit, man?
It's next level, man. Should have moved there.
No, don't say that.
I'm joking.
I'll cut that out of the documentary. Anyway, about gigs and opportunities available in Leeds. You know, there's UTM who hold a rap cypher every month or so. We were at the last production cypher where I got a chance to play some of my beats, and you actually rapped on some of my beats.
Do you reckon we can get that up there right now?
Yeah, we can't get it up there right now.
Alright.
That's on there right now. Oh, look at you with the
I want
bars.
to throw something up there.
Look at you with your red jacket.
Only I have the finger. Only my finger can do it.
I want to throw. So what can I throw up on the
What
green
do you wanna
screen?
put on?
Bro,
You can put on the time where you were trying to figure out these. I think these decks were broken. I was just eating stuff in my face with pizza.
Nah, I'm more interested in that. If I'm going on the green screen, it needs to be
Berlin thing, man.
It needs to
You look like a boy there, bro. Don't look like you know, but don't look like the man before the camera now.
I could still build shit back then. It's in my roots, man.
Oh,
But I think some new footage.
Can I just put some out on the podcast, right? It may seem like today we're a bit low on energy, yeah. So I think we are, because Rangu's got this project and it's important to him and we care for him, yeah, and we want him to do really well.
But we got here at 10 a.m. and he was still filming till 4 p.m.
And he's literally 10
to 6.
10 to 6. So we've been waiting all day to do this. So we've resorted to the drink.
Yeah. You push us to alcoholism, Rangu.
But it's alright, Rangu. As long as your stuff's getting done, it's fine.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. What's the next question, bud?
Yeah.
No, what did you think of the UTM event?
UTM. Yo, I love what they're doing. It's a whole.
Is this the one where Cav what? I better shout Cav out, man.
Yeah, shout Cav out, bro.
My boy Cav is hands down the best MC to come out of Leeds ever. Period. Baseline the MC, yeah, he is, and you can't argue with that.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
Would you say you think he's better than Dialect?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. To be fair, Dialect's been around for a lot of time. Dialect's been around for obviously years, man. Everybody knows Dialect. I just think
I know about one.
Cav's a boy up, man. I feel like.
Well, I'm not like when he come through that night, he literally sprayed the same set of bars like 5 times just because he kept getting wheeled up and then he just bounced. Whereas
So it's done, man.
Yeah. I guess the joy is I feel like same as football, innit? Yeah, you have to have that longevity first. Like Cav's still kind of he has to like do.
Well, he's blowing, man. He's blowing.
I feel that, yeah, but like, do you know what I mean? Certain man can blow and then just come straight back down. Do you know what I mean? I want to see it.
I think Cav's level-headed, man, to keep it going.
Yeah.
I do. I don't think he'll be like over.
He is hard though. I ain't gonna lie. He is hard. We need to get him on. Cav, if you're watching this, man, shout.
I'll message him after this, man.
Yeah, bro. Get on, man.
Nice. We are. Hopefully, I have sent him a beat or so. But he's got a lot on, I've got a lot on, so I mean we're both dads now. Big up Cav, man. I'm a dad now, so
congratulations.
Thank
bro.
you, man. Billy Rose, I love you, man. I love you.
Oh, shout out Billy if you're watching this.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
What are you gonna say about my dog, bro?
What?
Go.
Oh shit.
Listen, there's also Shit Show who I just spoke to.
Wait, we didn't even say anything about UTM.
What do you want to say then?
Oh, I was gonna say honestly, for the space they got, I think it's one of the best like rap sort of hip hop sort of events. There's good community base, a lot of talent there. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I go there, I end up having a conversation with someone because there is a lot of talent. Who was that? That Indian lad, bro. You saw him. It's
Oh, he was
Aya. What's his name?
Oh, I forgot his name.
He was insane,
Aya.
man, and he spot like Slim Shady.
It is
man.
a back to record.
Yeah, he did, man. He was fire, man. That was cold. That.
You were there as well.
Yeah. He was dope.
I would gas me, but.
I know, like, you've lived there your whole life, and you got to admit, when you was there, it was like, what the fuck is it? It was like, do you know what I mean? And when certain people went on, when there was enough, because it's like an intimate setting, you know, people are like, in the crowd like that, do you know what I mean? It's fucking, it was gas.
Funny though when you compared the UTM to 8 Mile.
I think, like, fam, that was the best way I could explain it, you know what I'm saying? Because people on the stage, crowd getting gassed over
Tommy
it.
Taylor's ringing.
Tommy Taylor.
Tommy Taylor.
Cut him off, man.
Whoa, he's gonna see this, bro.
Well, bro, where was you on Wednesday, mate? One of our, I'm not even going to say who it is. I'm not even going to say it, but shout out to Tommy though, man.
But yeah, he's my boy, man. Yeah, man, you can't compare UTM to 8
No, but like, bro, as in like it's a rap concert. They, I think for what it is, it's good, innit? For what it is, it's good.
They've got a good thing going, man.
Do you know what I mean? They had that event they had with Dialect and Cav and FOS as well.
Yeah, it's just good that they're invited.
Shout him out, blood. It was fucking dope. It was decent.
They do bring some big names, to be fair, don't they? Great.
Have they before then? Because I know when I saw that lineup, that's when I was thinking, how the fuck did they put this lineup together? Because it was like those Dialect, FOS and Cav. Do you know what I mean? You got guys that were popping, are popping, and Dialect is a Leeds legend. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure about.
I don't think they've ever had like such a packed out lineup, and for the space that it was impressive. They managed to get their names in. But I know them lot of like they're from Leeds and they know that sort of scene very well in it. So I do think they're sick, man. It's dope. Shout them out. Shout out UTM. Shout out John.
UTM.
Shout out Farrell.
Yeah, man. Shout out Camo as well and Beck Red. Incredible people.
Shit show onto them, man.
Yeah.
You spoke to them earlier, didn't you?
I spoke to them earlier. They put a show on every month too. I see you're on the lineup as well for the next show.
Oh yeah, man. Make sure you're not there. It's next. Yeah, if you're watching this episode, the show's tomorrow. The show's tomorrow at Pat Course.
What did you say?
I'm on the lineup.
Are you that high, bro? It says the 19th of April.
And this episode is going up next week Friday.
You just said tomorrow.
Yeah, so when they watch this, it's going to be next week Friday, innit?
Oh yeah, well I'll
Yeah, now I'm keeping that in, blood.
I need to wrap this up because I've actually got somebody here to see me right now.
So now.
I actually haven't, it's important.
Why don't you go now? Go.
I actually do.
Just go, you can come back in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So,
Cool,
cool. Well, I'll come back. It's very important. I'll come back.
Have a good one.
Money off your neck. Shit show, yeah, man. So I've got a show there tomorrow. 19th of April, Saturday at the Pack Horse. Shout out to Crook, shout out to Shane, shout out to
Scott Free,
man. Shout out to Scott Free as well. Yeah, man, it's gonna go off. It's actually, funnily enough, even though I've been here for 4 years, it's my first actual show in Leeds, which is crazy. I've done London, I've done Manchester, I've done Birmingham, I haven't done Leeds. So I'm excited about that. So make sure you come through. It's a free show. And yeah, Shit Show are doing their thing right now, man. When I first started looking for other rappers, everyone was like, yo, man, you should check out Shit Show. So they built up a brand and they built up a reputation around it. And I think what they're doing is sick because they give so many underground artists.
They sound like waste men.
Ah, there he is! There he is! Oh, you come sit down, man. Take
Crooks
his place for a bit. Here he is, man. The main man himself, man. Crooks.
Oh, man.
We're here, man. Oh, you got to tell him about Shit Show, bro.
Yeah, okay, we're a collective, yeah? We're a collective, a music and art collective. We put on events, we make music, we make noise, we make riots.
Make magic, man.
Yeah.
So who's on the lineup next week?
We got Mark Mushington,
Yeah.
Leeds hip hop legend.
Damn.
We got Karis Amber, You Heard Right. We got Migraine Mowgli coming through from Manny.
Yeah, shout out Migraine Mowgli because he was on our first show in Manchester.
Come on.
Him and his collective RTB shelled it. So I'm excited to be on his lineup.
And then we got Amante and Hazy doing some DJ sets.
Dope.
And then obviously the Shit Show boys.
Jeez!
Standard
Go off, man.
procedure.
Pull up, man, because it's gonna be a memorable
Either
one,
it's
man.
tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, man, for real. And
Football
obviously,
concerts.
for those who don't know, man, obviously recently, Shit Show and Wavio, we've been collaborating quite a lot. We share the same building now, which is exciting. Do you know what I mean? So kind of combining forces to kind of get the job done, bro. Do you know what I mean? They scratch my back, I scratch theirs. You get me?
I'm not scratching anyone's back. That shit sounds sus.
But yeah, man. Hey, no Diddy, bro. Again, but yeah, man. You got any more questions, Rangu?
I was just gonna say, yeah,
Thank you, bro.
I was just saying, Crooks.
Okay.
The Wavio gig, in Manchester was a very successful first event, wasn't it?
It was.
Stat lineup. As well as yourself, there was RTB raised the bar, Seth, Bastard the
Shout out
Bastard.
Seth, man. Shout out Bastard.
Shout out Bastard. PK Roscoe.
Bang.
Solar DMB, our kids, and I also managed to sneak myself with my band.
You
our
didn't, bro.
units.
I fucking poached you, bro. I fucking found you, fam. You went in, bro. Obviously, the narrator now. Well, his name's our kid now, forming as narrator. You lot's thing. I think you lot started off, innit?
Sorry, what?
You lot started the night off, didn't you?
Yeah, I think did we?
You did, yeah.
No, we were like because it was Seth. No, we were second. Sorry,
Seth,
it was
yeah.
Seth and then us.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was on that, obviously, I made myself headline as you do, and no, I wasn't headline actually. RTB was headline, but I was on later on in the night, and I remember thinking, Seth goes on, and that guy can sing. Shout out Seth, he can sing, and he's such a showman as well. He's then our kid come on, and obviously he's got his whole fucking conscious rap shit going on with, our unit doing their thing. Every band that was coming on, I was thinking, fucking hell, I've got to follow this. And then Bastard's come on with his whole band. I think it was like a 7-piece band, was it? 6-piece band?
I think it was 6-piece in the end. Yeah.
Yeah, 6-piece. Do you know what I mean? It was fucking. They were fire. Do you know what I mean? They did their own tunes. They did some covers. They did their own version of like Gorillaz tune, innit? Insane. And then shout out PK Roscoe, because obviously it's his own town, and he's, PK Roscoe's been doing bits in Manchester. He I don't know how he by himself managed to keep the energy going after Bastard's thing, but he did a sick job. Then I think it was it me then? Was I after PK Roscoe?
Yeah, you were, yeah.
Yeah, man, it was just dope. It was such a dope night. Shout out Diligent Fingers as well. Shout out Fuel the Music who gave us the venue. It was a memorable first one. We're just eager to get the second one going on, man. Want to get a next one in Leeds, but it's proven difficult to get this fucking venue booked. But soon come.
Yeah, I was gonna say that after the first success of the first gig, I imagine. There will definitely be a Leeds gig soon.
Oh, 100%.
I was just wondering, who could we expect to see on the lineup?
Ooh, obviously me, definitely. There's no doubt about that.
Am I on there as well?
Our unit.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? It depends. It all depends on a lot of things because there's some venues that we look at that facilitate better for more rap things, so they haven't got like drum kits or whatever.
Yeah.
Some do. It depends. If we get a venue that's gonna facilitate bands, I would probably rather have mostly bands on. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to put a rapper. I wouldn't want to. No disrespect to rappers out there. I just think the whole live music thing's where it's at right now. I think you offer more of an experience. Do you know what I'm saying? People don't want to. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's just difficult to just go out and watch a bunch of rappers. Do you know what I mean? It's a very narrow fan base. You know what I mean? Whereas if you can have someone singing in a band and someone's playing trumpet, someone's playing guitar, someone's playing piano, that can be like people that don't even like that type of music can go enjoy that. Do you know what I mean? So
definitely.
as much as we want to bring community, obviously we want to fill the room up as well. Do you know what I mean?
I think in Leeds especially, I think that's what most people tend to flock to because as well as supporting all the mates that probably be part of the bands, it's just like, well, if one thing's carrying more weight than something else or offering a much more deeper experience, something that has a lot more content into what's going on, then they're gonna automatically flock to that.
For real, man.
Yeah.
What else you got for me, Rangu?
What have I got? Do you want? Shall I sit next to you there?
Do you want anybody? Come on.
Alright, here we go. I'm moving. So that pass comes. wait till Krids comes back.
That's alright, bro.
This one's in
Oh my G, come on. Oh, hear that?
You see that? I always get a clean dap. I'm telling you. Always don't want to see it. Don't always get a clean dap.
Whatever you say, Rangu.
You meant to say yeah.
Yeah, bro.
But I do. I actually do. And people who know me know that I get a clean dap.
Alright, true.
Anyway. Where do you? I should wait for Krids to come back. Really.
No, what we're gonna just keep on. Just go.
Where do you see yourself personally? And the Leeds scene 5 years from now. What's the dream?
I'm not like a small picture guy. I mean, so Leeds is great as the whole scene. Yeah, I want to get that popping, but that's just like no disrespect to Leeds. That's just like all part of the big grand scheme. Like, I want to put Leeds on the map. to then, like I said earlier, I don't want to join a wave. I want to start my own wave, and that wave starts in Leeds. But I want that to ripple outwards. I'm not stopping in this city. I'm not stopping in this country. I'm not even stopping in this continent. Like, I wanna do my music, and obviously I've got my album coming out, and I've got a whole lot of projects coming out this year, which I'm hoping is gonna catapult me because you've been in the studio. We've been putting grafting. Like this time last year, we didn't have the studio. I could barely fucking sing. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now, we got shit cracking, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Cracking.
The tunes that are coming, like, just know that, like, how many tunes we got in the locker? About 30, 40 songs I've got that I just...
Coming up to that now, yeah.
30, 40 tracks that are unreleased. So, I want you to think, when I'm putting a song out now, so keep me on your mind. I wrote that about, like, over a year ago. So you can only imagine the progression that's going to keep coming. You're going to see, you know, by this point, when this video is out, I would have announced my new single, which is Letter to Tomorrow, which is coming out next week. Yeah, next week with a music video. That one's going to show kind of how I've developed and, you know, not just my singing, my storytelling. So I see myself, the goal has always been number one. Nothing smaller, nothing less. And, you know, Leeds is the city that I've ended up. I want to take it with me, do you know what I mean? I want to build up artists here with me and make a collective, do you know what I mean? Make a whole family, do you know what I mean? Because initially this episode was going to be about the power of building a team, and I think there's this culture in England where do it on your own. Do it by yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't need a team. I can do it myself. And it's such a toxic trait to have. It's such a toxic like thought process to have. Because if you've got somebody who, so obviously with you dedicate your time and looking for artists, and you dedicate your time making me beats. I'm dedicating my time and obviously making the music, doing the content and all this sort of stuff. And then Krids is putting this on. All these things. I know it's, you know, I ain't got to worry about who's the next artist coming through, because I know that's in your capable hands. And you know, I'm doing my roles and Krids is doing his roles. So you can get so much more done and you can streamline it, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I want to build this team within Leeds.
I think I was speaking to Linda Ray earlier about this actually, and shout out to Linda Ray.
Shout out.
She's got a band and they're all incredible. She's got her music as well. Check that out on streaming. But anyway, yeah, we were talking about sort of how like one of the biggest advantages of having the team is the speed at which everything just
gets done. So much quicker.
Yeah, like literally so much quicker.
Yeah, you got to think if there's two of you, that's twice as quick. Three of you, 3 times quick. Do you know what I mean?
More and so, you know, sometimes I don't believe there's any such thing as too many cooks in the kitchen, because the more people you can have, or everyone's got a different opinion, a different insight into whatever task you have, you know, and it can.
Yeah, I mean, I like to keep the team small, but like, you know, small and organised. You know what I mean, the way things work with the 4 of us. Do you know what I mean? We all know our roles, and we all respect each other. That's another thing. You have to respect each other's judgment. Do you know what I mean? You can't just think I know it. You know, I do have a tendency of thinking I know what's best all the time, but you know, I'll give you a prime example. The other day, Rangu did a bit of content, and I wasn't sure about it, and I said, Rangu, I'm not sure this is a good idea, but Rangu was like, nah man, this thing's gonna do. He put it out, and it's been one of our best performing pieces of content recently, so it's, do you know what I mean? You all can learn from each other, you can all teach each other, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And like you said, you've all got different opinions. I apologise about the noise here. Obviously, as we mentioned before, Krids' garage that he works on is right next door, and he's having to back cars in and pull cars out, so I apologise for that. It's not going to happen again next week, but yeah, you know, a lot of things are going on right now.
Yeah, I think actually when you said sort of a smallish and condensed team, and yeah, I think it depends who the people are, and depends what the goal is as well for what you want to achieve, and yeah, once you find the sweet spot of every single metric, then you know the sky's the limit.
It is. It really is. Any more questions, Rangu?
Not me. I think I'll wait till.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'll wait till Krids to come back, and then I can finish it off.
I think we can finish it off right now, mate.
Finish off right now.
I think so. I think it's been a great fucking episode. I feel like it's fizzling out because, you know, there's distractions here, there and everywhere. But don't let that stop you from pressing that subscribe button. Leave a like, comment, what was your favourite part, what should change, what do you want to see on this big screen, do you know what I mean? And also, we're going to be starting a phone-up service. We're going to let you call in and we're going to let you be on the podcast. So, If you want to do that, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and like that shit and share this shit with all your friends. Let's go. It's the Wavio Way. What do you want to say, Rangu?
And on that bombshell, what makes Leeds special?
What makes Leeds special?
To you.
The Wavio Way, baby.